It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. The 76ers have really been playing well lately. They've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And tonight, two offenses that like to score in the post. Shaq, defensively, how do you counteract that?
Two types of denying. Deny the position and deny the entry pass.
Yes. Sounds like you're in a state of denial.
I deny everything you just said.
Is it just me? I thought that was funny.
But you know what the other thing you could do, Shaq? If you pressure the passer, what it does is then it allows the defender to have more time to get around on the defensive and provide.
You're lucky I didn't guard you in your career.
Oh, I would have went right by you.
You're lucky.
I would have hoped you pressured me.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. It's time for the tip.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Man, who got it better than us? Nobody.
Hey, what's going on, AI?
It's in their seats here at the Wells Fargo Center as the 76ers look to grab a win here in Philadelphia. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge.
Here we go.
The Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Pacers in Indiana. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Well, I think the key was the determination and grit and toughness they played with. You got to be focused to do that, and they worked.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Luwawu is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's George in at the small forward. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. His role changes, what all he does changes, but some of the basics never go out of style.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
The defense just gave him that one, and you talk about starting on a high note. Didn't seem to respect his mid-range J there.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Westbrook. Buries the jump shot. Westbrook's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
A-Train, the pass to Fultz. Here's A-Train. Picked him clean. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Luwawu. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Adams.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourself, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Grant kicks to Westbrook. No good on the triple. Knocked away. Passes to A-Train. Fires from 14. And that one hits back iron. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Right side, Westbrook over Fultz. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now, here's Westbrook. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers. And the pass to George. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Luwawu. Connects from three-point range. Luwawu's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Yep, that one goes. 5 points in the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Here's A-Train. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Russell Westbrook is second. And, of course, A-Train.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
Grant the pass to Luau. Lock at 6. Grant in the post. Simmons is there. No good from Grant. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players, get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Philadelphia with the ball after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's Embiid, and again, it's Philadelphia.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City, trailing by 5. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
A-Train. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me. He'd break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's A-Train. He's got 10. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. A-Train's got 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
The Thunder pull it in.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
No good from A-Train. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Schroeder. Misses off the right iron. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Back to Noel. Poked away and stolen by McConnell. From 11 feet away, kicks it out to Johnson. Here's A-Train, 14 points for him. And that one goes long. Thunder trailing by 6. Right side George. No one near Felton as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were...
So the Thunder 5 right now. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury. Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Mr. Luwawu out to the right wing. Schroeder finds Westbrook. Here's Luwawu, defended by Covington. 6 to shoot. Here's Grant. That one wide left.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Now here's Covington. D right on him. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. A-Train's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Luwawu. Now here's Grant. Adams trying to free himself up. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Here's A-Train. Adams defending. Feeds to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 4 this quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Westbrook. A-Train, the pass to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Here's A-Train. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at
you. Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Schroeder. Basket counts. And that's now 20 points for A-Train.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Pacers was terrific. He finished with 42 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Westbrook finds Schroeder, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you could find anybody that would top him.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Muscala, he's checked in for the 76ers. 1:22 left here in the second. And here is Felton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
54 seconds left now here in the second. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
A-Train, the pass to Embiid, and he makes that one. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for Fultz. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Felton. Here's A-Train. 4 seconds left. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Raymond Felton.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from A-Train. 1 second left. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Alton.
Yep.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A-Train has been sensational.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. A-Train is out there with Fultz, and it's Embiid in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Oklahoma City moving it around. Tried to shoot. And George, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And George drops them both. The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Now, here's Westbrook. The pass to Luau. Now, here's Westbrook, guarded by Fultz. Now Westbrook, 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. The rebound by A-Train. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Shot from 12 to the left wing from about 16, and he can't bank that one in. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's an 18-point game. Here's A-Train. 26 points for him. He kicks it to Embiid. Adams, some nice D.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Thunder trailing by 17. Pass to Luau. On the wing, George. Off target from 3-point range. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Embiid. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Westbrook kicks to Grant. Here's Luau. He's got 5. Got a piece of it. Fultz the pass to A-Train. And yes, it's good. A-Train's got 28 points for the game.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Grant, right side. George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Grant kicks to Luau Cabarro. Covington against George. Clock at 4. Can they get it? And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's A-Train. He has 30. Kicks to Embiid. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Luau. Back to Westbrook. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Passes it to Simmons. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Westbrook. George finds Westbrook. Here's Llewellyn. He has 5. 5 on the clock. A floater. And Embiid with the block.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
A-Train, the pass to Embiid. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Westbrook. Simmons dishes to Covington. Here's Embiid, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And the 76ers with a completely new group. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Adams, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Sixers.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The forwards, George and Grant. Russell Westbrook out there with Luwawu, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Luwawu. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Here's Luwawu, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's A-Train. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Westbrook with it to the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Philadelphia leading by 16. Now the pass to A-Train. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's good.
Yeah, you know, he's one of the toughest matchups in the game without question. Embiid is excellent at staying aggressive when he's hot.
Grant kicks to Westbrook. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting. You take a look at the A-Train. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting. And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Covington kicks to Embiid. Lets it go from 11. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
It's George on the wing, defended by Covington. 14 feet away, George with the bucket. George has got 21.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Here's A-Train. Fultz the pass to A-Train. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Grant. Left side, Westbrook. Over Fultz. Westbrook can't get it to go. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here's A-Train. Pass to Covington. Stolen by Grant. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Luwawu. And it's Grant in the corner. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in. Locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
No good from A-Train.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to A-Train. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Grant the pass to Luwawu. Back to Grant. Oklahoma City moving it around. George against Covington. 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. A-Train with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I don't think the defense has an answer for him, Kevin. I mean, he's simply going off right now, knocking down everything.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, A-Train.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. The shot by George, wide open, and it's off the back rim, no good. The 76ers leading by 18. Fultz the pass to A-Train. To the paint, here's Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's A-Train. And he elevates to the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
There's the pass to Grant. 1:51 left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Poke loose and stolen by Simmons. Here's A-Train. He kicks to Embiid over Adams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Steven Adams picks one up. We know Clark fans want to see. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Big time.
Dominate. Exactly.
Fellas, what a play.